Hey, welcome back, Generals. Is the main reward of the VIP Battle Pass worth it or not? Cheonma 2. Now, I got the Cheonma 2, or let's say the VIP Battle Pass, because I was in the tournament. If you didn't know about that, consider to join the channel so you can have information about any new tournaments that can show up. Not so many YouTubers talked about the tournament, so consider about that. So, Cheonma 2, you can see the stats on the right side. I'm not gonna go through all the stats. As you can see, it's MK2, the durability is full. That explains why it has 61,000 HP. The stats, I'm not gonna read it all. You have seen many videos I talk about each stats, what it's mean. So let's go with the armor. As you can see, the upper plate is insanely good, 1500, but the lower plate is like 600 millimeter, and the edge of the upper plate, or let's say that is near to the turret, is like 450 or something like that. So it's not great, but it can do the job. The turret, that is the downside of the vehicle. It has only like 280 millimeter or 250 millimeter base armor, so it's not gonna survive a lot, but it has reactive armor that can give it a chance to survive. Otherwise the rear and the side, it's weak, and you have to pay attention to the right side of your tank because the ammo rack is located over there, and it is not that much great, and it can explode if you showing you the right side. Try to show only the left side or hide the right side by objects or buildings. That will make you survive much more. The ammo rack in the back of the turret, it can not be destroyed easily. What about the ammunition? At MK1 you have the heat ammunition. It has a combined damage of like 21,000, but the problem of it's only 480 millimeter. That's not good for a tier 4 vehicle. I mean, which vehicle has that amount of armor? Most of the vehicles has over 600 millimeter of armor at tier 4, so that's really big downside. About the APF SDS, here it's a little bit better, 680 millimeter of penetration. It has a really decent damage. The HE, the basic HE, 83 millimeter of penetration, and it has almost like 25,000 damage combined. The maximum one at MK2 APF SDS, it has like 760 millimeter of penetration. That is the best or the highest that can goes. I wish it has like 800. That would be great. It has a 5 seconds of reload timing. That's also decent. The missiles that it has 800 millimeter of penetration, and it has like let's say 25,000, almost 25. That's the damage, almost 25,000. But it has a great module damage, so it can ammo rack vehicles. The grenade launcher, now it has Vogue 17M and it has Vogue 30. I recommend you to use the Vogue 30, that is the green one, as it has much more penetration by, as you can see here, 96 millimeter of penetration. It has a decent damage. The white one has much more damage, but the difference is not so much. So basically, once you spawn this vehicle, you have to use the green one, as you cannot remove the the ammunition of the white ones of the grenade launcher. So enough talking, let's try it in a real fight. So it is 5 out of 10. So basically, me and another 4 players, let's say me and another one versus 3 or something like that. The rest are bots. What the hell? ZSU 57-2. Okay, so I guess he's a player because the bots will not use lower tier vehicles. So we go to B. Once I deploy this tank, I all the time use the missiles ready because it has really good reload time, and I'm using this flag as a respect for the people who were organizing the tournament, and I got this vehicle in the tournament. As a respect for them, I just put this flag on the vehicle that they gave it to me. So B first all the time, going to the B point, because the most fight over here, because you can It's the shortest way, and most of the fights at B. Man, what the hell? They're going to A. I guess the enemy team new players, that's why. Because it's reminded me when I started the game, I was going to A and C all the time. That's why. That's explained a lot. I mean, I was all the time going to A and C instead of B. Because I noticed when I go B, I always countered good players. So I just decided to go to A and C and capture point. Much more easier to win much more matches. Oh, we have a friend here with the Ukraine flag. I guess he's a player. And he's taking his time to aim and all that. Big respect. Okay, let's see. Where are the enemy, man? I'm looking for them. Can't find them. Man, it's gonna take a while. Okay, there they are. Here's the first one. Amorak? No. Second one? Nope. Man, I'm surprised it didn't get Amorak. As you can see, the grenade launcher is a little bit slow, but as you can see, the missiles are really fast and really great. The downside of the missiles right now is performing pretty well. You will notice something bad about the missiles later on. As you can see, firing the Amorak, yes, the second one, look at that, it hit the ground. Any little bit, let's say a bump up on the road, the missile will not go to the target, it will go to the dirt. I don't know why. As you can see, the grenade launcher can make a distraction. It's not good for damage, but it can do some little bit extra damage, and in the same time it can shake the screen for the enemy, so they cannot focus at you pretty well, because you know the explosion that comes out of the grenade launcher. So it's useful somehow. As you can see, I'm firing the missiles, I'm aiming exactly where it is, but the missiles, it doesn't go as I want. That is a big downside of it. Unlike the T-15, for example, it's dead in the center. They go straight to the center that you aimed at. So that explains a lot of things. As you can see, the missiles, because you know it's on the side of the tank, it's not in the middle. That's why it went off and went to the wall. You have to imagine your tank pretty well in front of you once you are sniping. So you have to know where is it firing from. That's another thing you need to notice about. As the missiles on the right side, keep it. Yeah, the problem, you have to hide that side because of the ammo rack, and at the same time you have to show it because you have to fire the missiles. So yeah, it's a little bit awkward. And as you can see, the damage of it is good. It can do a lot of damage. And wow, what we have here, we have a wild M270. He really want to get us, but can he do it? As you see, I'm always focusing on the gun, and it has a really good module damage. As you can see, the missiles, I keep firing at and always knocking out his guns, or let's say the firing system. Man, this one really want to get me. Bye bye, ammo racked, because the firing system went off. It doesn't goes off so high unless it is in ammo rack. As you can see, we have demonstrated this vehicle. Yes, it's not as we expected, like much more demonstration about this vehicle, but that is the gameplay. I mean, give it to me. As you can see, in ammo rack side, we have seen it. He got destroyed. The missiles has a really good module damage, and like that, we have just simply won this match. So, what do you think about this vehicle? This vehicle, to be honest, to me, I find it a decent vehicle, and I'm not sure if it is kind of compete the others. It's just okay. It's not something insane. Nothing also like some people really want it. Not like the Abrams X, for example, or like the KF51. So I don't think that's gonna be in really high price if it is in the next month, you know, if it is with altcoins. So overall, decent vehicle. That's my opinion. Not crazy good, not bad, it's just decent. So if you have a couple of bucks in your pocket, you can grab it with the VIP class. As is, I have said, you can invest in the VIP pass. Is always worth it to get the rewards. And as you can see, at first open all the MK1, then go with the armor factors. As you can see, and then you can go with the thermal sight and then the APF STS. If you want, you can start with the APF STS, the maximum one, and then go with the armor and the thermal sight. And if you want extra speed, you can go later on with the speed. The most important, armor, the firepower, and be able to see the targets. That is the most important. So what do you think, guys? Good, bad? And about how much it would be in the art coins, I assume, as we have the object 640 of 3000, and we have the T90M with 3100 and Merkava 2600. I guess it's gonna be like 3200, something like that, between 3000 and 3500. That's what I assume is gonna be. That is the price of the vehicle will be. As we can see, I think it's gonna be less than 3500 because the Abramex is 3700. Similar to the T15, I guess, but the T15 is much more better in my opinion, much more better than Cheonma. Imagine that is a free vehicle. But pay attention, soon we will have the Tempest as well, and man, I have tested first with only MK1. It is crazy good. So guys, hope you enjoy. See you next time. Bye bye. Wow.